What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Mean Joe Green, aka Prince of the Ghetto. And I wasn't gonna get on this topic, on this subject today, rather. But I'm this young thug situation is all over the internet, and I just wanna put my opinion on why I think young thug did all of this. You know what I'm saying? When Young Thug got all that time, when he was faced with that Rico, facing all those years, it can do something to a person really mentally, you know? Because you got to think about it, Young Thug was a superstar. He was worth millions of dollars. When he was on the streets, everybody was kissing his ass. He was the man, you know what I'm saying? And then just like that Rico charge, all that was taken away from him. So when he went to jail, when he was locked up facing that, it's like he stressed out, he angry, scared, all this at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And then he looking like all the millions and all the fame that I have, it can be gone. It's over. If he convicted. I'm sure that's how he was thinking. And as he started doing the time, months going by, he started realizing all the people that he was kicking it with while he was rich and free, they probably wasn't showing him much support. He probably was thinking like, dang, they ain't checking on me. They ain't doing the free Young Thug campaign, He looking at all the futures and then he know how they doing it. They out free, rich, doing it up, money, balling, and it could be over for him. And he looking like, dang, they ain't even reaching out. It's like they forgot about me. I'm thugger. I'm sure this how he was feeling. So when he started getting no phone call, let's say 21 Savage, he probably, I mess with 21. So he in his feelings. When he was facing all that time, he in there like how he was. He got bitter. He was angry. He got negative. He turned negative. And so when he was on those calls, everything how he was feeling, when he was out letting it slide, he started expressing it. He started talking about it to the people that was reaching out to him. That's why I don't know. He should have thought like all this is being recorded. But I don't know if he didn't care or his mind was just messed up at the time. But he was angry and he was negative. And that's why we hearing all these calls. Everybody that he felt like went reaching out to him or supporting him, he just went to, talking about him, man. Sometimes human nature. He let his emotions get the best of him while he was down bad at that time when he was locked up behind them walls. I felt like he was just angry. He turned negative. He was bitter. And when 21, when the people that were really, messing with him called him, he went to expression about all the ones that he felt like supposed to be doing what they was doing, which was calling him and checking on him and keeping his name alive. That's how he was feeling. So I'm just saying, Young Thug, all he had to really do, as all these calls are, he's supposed to get out here and be like, man, I was in my feelings, man. I felt this way. That's how I was feeling at the time. And yes, But, I messed up. I was talking so much, what I'm saying? I was in my feelings. He's supposed to came off like that. Because, as you can see, the whole world hearing all his conversations. And I'm sure that's what it was. He was in his feelings. And he'd be like, I take it like a man, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. But hey, that's where it happened, man. He called himself Slime, King Slime. What you think energy gonna come behind King Slime? You see what I'm saying? I mean, hey. But when he was free, it was all love. It was all good. Because when you rich and you able to do what you want to do and everybody kissing up to you, you wouldn't really know a person really true colors because he can do what he want to do. He can call shots. Yeah, you do this. Yeah, you do that. He can call Future now. Oh, what's up? I need this. Don't beg. Everybody at his mercy because that was Young Thug. He was the man at the time. But as soon as you faced with a RICO, nobody really know what they'll really do until they was put in that situation. He was faced with a RICO. He was faced with those charges, and he knew that all that could have been over with for him. All that outside thugging and rich and balling, all that could be over with. He was faced with this. Real life. You a millionaire to possibly going to a nobody. It can mess with you mentally, really. You know, and I just feel like, you know, Thugger was just, he just got negative behind it. You know, that's the result. So someone facing that was once a millionaire, that was free. And we seeing this in real time, you know. And on top of that, you know, some of those traits could have been in him. The talking, you know, because you got that 2.5 hour interrogation. He talking, telling, you know, it's just, man, that he probably wasn't a completely real rat like pointing, but he was talking, and in his mind, I felt like he was trying to throw them off in a way, but at the same time, you know, he know that he went too far doing it, you know. But at the same time, he looking at Gunna, yeah, Gunna a rat. He calling them out. I just heard the new song, you know. He calling Gunna there. It's like he just shitting on the whole YSL, you know. And man, look what coming behind this, man. He turned negative. Now everything else is negative for him. Negative for him. And man, it's crazy, man. Young Thug, all I can tell you, man, he just need to. He did it right coming out with that song, but I feel like he could have did that song more better. You know, that Young Thug there, you know, he could have did better, you know. Especially like with the audio. But, you know, he responded. You know, if you listen to him, that's how he really feel now. I'm guessing now he just don't care about the situation, you know. But Young Thug supposed to came, man, he's supposed to came out, yeah, I was talking. Yeah, I was in my feelings, you know. I just feel like y'all wasn't supportive as, you know, I thought you supposed to be with me because I'm Young Thug. But, you know, hey, that's how I see it. That's my opinion with what's going on with Young Thug, you know. But at the same time, you know, all that talking, you see what it can get you. A lot of talking, and you have backlash, and people turning on you, and, you know, people turning on you or you turning on people. But one wouldn't know until they was faced in a situation like that. When your life on the line, it really would show a person's true character. Once your life on the line, it's you, and you can't be free to be with your babies, your baby mama and kids and family and all those millions. You don't know what you would do, you know. So, you know, I just wanted to speak on that, man. That's my thoughts. I just feel like Young Thug, when he got caught up in that RICO, it just turned him bitter and negative, man. And the right thing for Young Thug to do is to own up to it and just tell everybody, yeah, I was just mad, man. That's why I was talking. Y'all went checking on me how I thought you would, man. I was angry. So I just spoke out, lashed out, you know. But, you know, it's on me, my bad. Y'all don't want to rock with me, man. You know, I don't feel like that, you know. He just, that's all he can do, you know. So, you know, Young Thug, you know, I hope the best for him. But that's just how I feel like once he got caught that RICO, it just turned him negative and angry. And he was bitter and in his emotions, which got him into this situation where he at now. You know, so no, that's enough. I'm through with that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all like the video, you know. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel, because as always, I'm gonna come back with some more flavor, you know. And this your boy Mean Joe Green. It's all love. I'm about.